to decide it. Well done.
So let me say this. We're not always supposed to agree. This is my opinion here. We're here live, real time.
Vasiliy Lomachenko.
We got a lot to talk about. There's going to be a live stream immediately after this video with the post-fight press conference.
Let's talk about the judges for a moment. Steve Weisfeld has judged 3 Lomachenko fights.
I have Teo.
Lopez fight.
Loma,
he is a veteran judge from New Jersey.
In my opinion,
he has judged over 2,000 fights. He is widely considered
the 12th round for a draw.
One of the premier judges in the world. He's done fights with Errol Spence.
He needed
Canelo
it
Alvarez,
for a draw, and I like seeing
G.
this.
He is usually a very fair judge. Tim Cheatham has never judged a Lomachenko fight before. He was one of 3 judges for Lopez's
Listen, man,
pro
these
debut.
cards.
He just worked the world title fight last week, the victory for Emmanuel Navarrete. And Julie Letterman is the daughter of the late Harold Letterman.
And she's had some controversial cards.
694 bouts, 1 time for Lomachenko, 1 time for Lopez, and 1 time for Timothy Bradley against Diego Chavez.
We got a lot to talk about.
She is a well-experienced judge as well. Andre Ward, let's look at your scorecard. A draw. The 12th and final round to Lopez. There is no doubt that Lopez had success in the first half of the fight. It was very easy to judge. There is no doubt that he won the 12th round. All the middle and late work when Lomachenko decided to be offensive.
Let's just mute for a minute. My heart is pounding out of my chest. Okay? That was some high-level shit right there. Replay value, kind of low, because the first half of the fight probably was one of the most boring fights you had to see. I was posting on Twitter that, like, it looked like Lomachenko, you know how you say you got to download the information? Like, he was on some AOL dial-up type shit. And you can see later on in the fight, if he had just turned it on just a couple of rounds earlier. The biggest concern you had during that fight, though, it was like, Teofimo hitting him hard. He might go down to a body shuttle. He might get knocked the fuck out. We're here, though. Live, real time.
The official decision.
Man, I have Teo.
About 116-112. Julie Letterman scores the belt 119-109.
Oh, shit.
Steve Weisfeld scores the bout 117-111.
Oh,
for your winner by unanimous decision. And now, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez!
A star is born tonight. Teofimo Lopez just beat Vasiliy Lomachenko.
Type of shit.
Backflip, as he always does. He is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world.
Roll out the Brinks truck. Roll out the Brinks truck.
Fighter, a 23-year-old is
and
king
listen,
of the sport.
I'm a Lomachenko guy.
Decision. He said he would. His father said he would. Give us Loma. For years, it boiled up. And tonight, it boiled over with supreme boxing and then digging down in the 12th round and taking it to Loma. Lomachenko has lost
to a 23-year-old from New York.
Now listen, it was widespread scoring. Julie Letterman's 119-109.
Look at the walk of shame.
About. But there is no doubt the early half was all Teofimo Lopez. Even some of those middle rounds, you could still make a strong argument that Lopez met him punch for punch, even though the great Lomachenko came out. There is no doubt how the fight finished. That 12th round was.
We got a lot to talk about. Post-fight interview and everything. Strap him up.
Teofimo Lopez wins it.
Strap him up.
23 years old. He's
the right
16-0, and he just beat the best fighter in the world. We will hear from the new
I hope this is a lesson.
Champion, Brooklyn's own when we come back.
Wow, we got some time to talk. Yo, my heart is beating out of my chest. Now, y'all know me. I had Loma going in. But see, I'm the type of guy, like, listen, I don't hold no allegiances to nobody. I am happy for that young man. Like, I am like, yo. And there was some high-level shit. Will there be a rematch? Let's just let that man celebrate. We're going to be here for the post-fight press conference. I can't wait to hear from his father. Because, see, I was here on YouTube. And listen. You can't be mad if people want to see you go rounds and prove yourself. Because I know how it goes. This pop's going to be going around saying, I told all you. That's all good and everything. But now we believe. Isn't it how it goes? You shown us. You beat one of the best pound for pound. I got Canelo, but it's just like, I had Canelo. It's like, congratulations. Now what are you going to do with it? Does he stay at 135? Does he move up to one? Like, what's going on? Teofimo Lopez is on top of the world. And I hope that this is a lesson to all of these fighters out here who like, no, I'm going to wait my time. And the ones who turned down fights, like motherfucking Caleb Plant, who turned down the Canelo fight, and Jamal Charlo, people like them. They're like, no, it's not our time yet. Like, no, yo, look what this young man just did. Dare to be great. This is what boxing needs right now. Prime time, high level shit like that after UFC, we needed that. I can't wait to hear the post-fight interview. So now it's like, I don't even know what's next, because is he going to move up to 140? Remember, he's been talking about for quite some time that this will likely be his last fight at 135 pounds, but money talks. The fight I would love to see, if they can get it out of the way, go him and Devin Haney. Just get it out of the way. Just go for it. Fuck it. All the marbles. But I don't think we're going to get that. Now, to Lomachenko's credit, once the later rounds came, he did start doing what he wanted. But up until about round 7, which I was like, yo, like he's on some, like what's taking him so long to download this information? He couldn't do it because he was respectful. That power of Teofimo. By the way, give a shout out to Lomachenko. Like his chin, he took a lot of motherfucking shots where people was like, oh shit. And the thing is, a guy like Lomachenko is not supposed to lose to a Teofimo Lopez. So that's why it's so devastating. Yeah, he lost to Orlando Salido, but it was like, it's your first, fight or whatever. You wasn't ready. But this right here is some major ass shit. My heart is pounding. I love this feeling of covering fights like this real time. Strap him up. Here, let's listen in.
Top Rank Boxing is brought to you by Geico. Have a Geico wing. You could save even more by bundling home and car insurance. Scene here in Vegas. 4 belts are strapped.
We're going to be here for the post-fight press conference.
Teofimo Lopez. He's the new undisputed champion of the world. He just defeated Vasiliy Lomachenko by unanimous decision, by widespread scoring, but he had
we may have to pause and go to Sports Center for the post-fight interview.
Masterful Tim Bradley, 12th round to do it.
Wait, let me go over to Sports Center.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Tessitore. Fantastic job. Way to dig deep by the young lion.
Let's go to Bernardo.
All right, they are doing it, thank God.
We're with Teofimo Lopez, who's asking for a cup of water. But, Teo, you made history tonight at just 23-year-old, becoming the undisputed champion, all 4 belts. Describe the feeling.
I got to thank God. And this is for my boy that passed away earlier this year, 2 days before Kobe passed away. May Kobe rest in peace. This is for Dione. And I had to dig deep, man. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. And each and every day I take that in. I thank God first, man, because I couldn't do it without him. I walked by faith for a reason. And I had to dig in there. And now, it feels good.
In that 11th round, right before you came out for the 12th, your father said, you've got the victory. Just go out there and box. But you didn't do that. Why?
I'm a fighter. I got to dig in deep. I know he was coming. I can't give him that. I don't know if they got him up on the scorecards or not. And I love to fight. I could bang too. I don't care, man. I'll take one to give one. And that's what a true champion does. I come out there and I find a way to win.
All questions answered
for this fight, and you were supremely confident that you saw something in Lomachenko that you could exploit. What was it?
Honestly, you just gotta keep pressuring him, keep putting the gas on him, and then all you gotta really do, man, is stick the jab. Don't really give him that opportunity to set up. And every time he did want to throw, I had something ready for him, at least something throw. So it kind of stops his momentum. And you know, on top of that, he's been on a 14-month layoff.
He was digging.
I knew he was gonna have to. It was gonna take a long time for him to catch up.
Now, you've got all the belts at lightweight.
Yeah.
You said you want all the biggest challenges, all the biggest names.
Yeah.
So what is that you want next?
Tank Davis.
Man, take me to 140. Leo. I could go and get, or I could fight, the two-time email world champion, Devin Haney. If they want that, I love messing with everybody, man. But all it is, man, the takeover, man, it's time for the new generation to come up. And it was me to lead the way for everybody. Shakur Stevenson, who else? Edgar Berlanga, Jose Vargas. So many cats out there, man, they ready to take over the world.
The takeover continues. He just outboxed the best boxer in the world. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you very much.
We're going to Disney World!
You know what kind of hurts, though? Is that I don't see him fighting Devin Haney. Not for all the belts. His mandatory is going to be the winner of Lee Selby versus George Kambosos, which is going to be taking place. We got to go. We got to get to the post-fight press conference. Unfortunately, we legit have to go. There's so much more I wanted to. Oh, they got Lomachenko. All right, let's listen. No rematch clause either.
Я не знаю, я, честно говоря, думал, что по ходу поединка, половину поединка, да, у нас где-то было равно, может быть, где-то он выигрывал на 1-2 раунда, но после второй половины я включился, и, в принципе, вторую половину я считаю, что я забрал. Я хочу приехать домой, пересмотреть поединок, но я не согласен с решением.
I think in the first half of the fight, he got more rounds than I did. But then on the second half of the fight, I took it over, and I was much better. But I wanted to go home and to review the fight, to see it. I can't concentrate now much about it. But I'm not agreeing with the scorecards.
Vasiliy, do you believe you won this fight tonight?
Look at his face.
Да, на данный момент, да, я думал, что я выиграю. Думал, что я выиграю, но результат есть результат, поэтому я с ним спорить сейчас не собираюсь.
At the moment, I think and I fought, yes, I'm winning a fight, but the result is a result. I'm not going to argue right now. I need to see what's reviews.
Vasiliy, again, you're a great champion. Where do you go from here?
The belt's going to be
Right
dropped.
now I come back home, and after that I talk with my promoter, with my manager, and we discuss and решим. We decided. We'll make a decision.
Thank you, Vasiliy.
Thank you.
Joe, back to you.
All right, thank you, Mark. We're going to have a long time to sum this up and go through it, but just quickly before we get to SportsCenter, then we'll come back here to Vegas. In terms of the first half,
all right, we can't listen to that because they're about to go do their COVID test and everything in a post-fight press conference. So on TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com, we're going to be discussing everything in more detail with highlights and everything in my next video. I just feel that Loma turned it on too late. If you're watching the fight, it's not saying he can't beat Tio, but in this case, he lost the fight. He turned it on too late, and it cost him. He lost the fight. Teofimo went the rounds. He showed us he can go around. Listen, dude, the star is born. What the fuck you want me to say? Congrats to Tio. I don't see the Devin Haney. Let's just let him enjoy his night, all right? Please subscribe and TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com.
Come into play. He used the left hook and the right hand. He had every tool needed possibly to beat Lomachenko, and he showed that tonight. I told you, Lomachenko, if he take the angles away from him, he becomes ordinary.